Yes. Popcorn. Yeah.
Welcome to Popcorn.
Woo-wee. Yeah. Popcorn. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the whole truth. Word is born. It's Modenine, the polymath, the life of Modenine, and 99.9% of the time I'm telling the truth. 0.1%, maybe I probably might be forgetting some stuff. I get all facts mixed up. Yeah, I'm human. Allow for the human error. On episode 10, we talked about, how there was a snaky business going down and how I almost got cheated out of my fair share of the This Day Festival. But I got my money back. I got most of my money. I think I probably like 75K or something. So yeah, I got really tired of what was happening because, the directors split, and then, Dejo Williams fell out with Kevin Luciano. And question mark was just floating. Like, the artists were just there. We got to eat. We got bills to pay. Landlord knocking on doors and stuff. And let me just say something about these so-called real hip-hop heads in Nigeria. They need to understand that we weren't living in our parents' house. We were paying rent. And you got to, for me, making music was really hard because I had to create the balance. So I used to listen to people like Busta Rhymes a lot because Busta Rhymes was, to me, number one hip-hop artist, who could create the balance where people who didn't like hip-hop would like the music and people who are strict hip-hop heads were like, yeah, this is official. So yeah, I was trying to create the balance at that time. Me and Kraft, we did NigelbensKraftwork. It was a struggle because we get calls every now and then what are you doing with this album? We're like, duh, it's free. We just did it. I'm doing it to keep my name out there, to promote myself. Shout out to Kraft, and Kraft made all the beats, sampling from vinyl. Why I say Kraft is one of the best producers I've worked with. I still maintain that. International, local, whatever, to me, Kraft is one of the best because, if not the best, because he is a student of the game, a production student, a true production warrior. That's what Kraft is. He does the theoretical part, he does the practical, he does his research, and he knows music. All you have to do is to sit down with Kraft and talk music, and you'll understand how knowledgeable this young cat is. He was very young then, very knowledgeable. And later on, I'm going to give you a story of how I met Kraft. I met him, I think he was a rapper. I met him as a rapper. He introduced me to AQ and some other guys in Surulere. But Kraft, I think it was the other way around. It was AQ who introduced me to Kraft. Yes, that's how I met Kraft at a show. Yep, Kraft was a very talented guy, man. Still is. He's into photography now, so just know that boy can do everything. He was a great guy. In 2007, me and Kraft, we did NigelbensKraftwork. It was a success, but the only problem was we didn't really know. We used SendSpace to upload it, and SendSpace only lasts for a few days, 7 days, I think. So we were kind of frustrated. So what we did was that we just started burning CDs, and we were giving the CDs out. The label wasn't happy, but hey, there was nothing they could do about it because they weren't getting us no shows, and even they weren't making any money from me from shows because every single show I did, I kept my 25% label cut. I kept it because of what happened at the This Day Festival, So I kept it. So yeah, well, I just explained to them that it's for promo, and that's just what it was, man. Just remember back to, I think January 2007, before E Pluribus Unum. I think E Pluribus Unum was about to drop then. This is something that I don't want to leave out of this story because it's important. People need to understand how important brotherhood is. Being cool with people, not having a chip on your shoulder. It's kind of rare these days. These days, the new generation, they teach to be disrespectful and to be whatever. but back then it was different. I remember going to Jos with Terry the Rap Man. We had a show in Jos, and we said, okay, shout out to Bobby High. We arranged with Bobby High, who shoots videos, and we're like, we're gonna shoot the video for Spazmodic. That's one of the legendary songs that we did. We first did it for my project, and then we re-recorded it for Terry's project. If you listen to the two versions, the one on Pentium IX and the one on Terry's project, they are different because we recorded them again. You know, same beat, but we recorded the verses again, so it was kind of different. But yeah, Terry was like, hey man, let's shoot this video. So we got to Jos. We met up with Bobby High. We scoped the places that we wanted to use, a scrapyard. Just, you know, it was just Jos. Jos has crazy locations. So we met up with, at the same show we performed in, right? MI, Jessy Jagz, Ice Prince, they performed, and I was like, oh, these guys, man, the crowd seems to love them. They were like, yeah, these are the guys that are holding down J-Town. And then MI wasn't a straight. I'd heard the name before. I think Jeremiah Gang used to always talk about MI. So I was like, okay. And then also Sage Hassan, the spoken word poet, he too used to talk about Jessy because Jessy did some production for him. So I went to Jos, you know, met these guys, and these guys were very nice guys, man. They were living in a place. It was a flat, had a studio. I went to the place after the show. You know, we left the hotel to just go visit them. Let's say we left the hotel probably in the afternoon to go visit them, MI. And they started playing beats and stuff and songs and everything. And I'm not gonna lie to you, and like, I liked Ice Prince a lot. I liked Ice Prince. You know, there was just something about, you know, his tracks then. Like, people can argue with me that, oh, no. But trust me, like, when Ice Prince really wants to, he can bring it. And at that time, it was just bars. Everybody was just dropping bars. So it was all about, you know, bars, and Ice Prince was bringing it. So I liked him. I told him, like, man, you got something there. You know, Jessy was a talented producer. He gave me 5 beats. My hard drive crashed, so most of those beats, I don't know where they are. But having a nice time, you know, ate some nice food. I think Ruby was there, Lindsay was there. I don't know, either one of them. I think Ruby and Lindsay prepared the food. It was some nice food. Ate the food, talked. They just told me different stories about what happens in Jos and everything. It was really cool. It was a very dope atmosphere. Before I knew it, it was night. This was in 2007. It was very late, and I wanted to go back to the hotel. I was like, yo, man, I want to go. They were like, no, don't worry. Yeah, chill. Jessy Jagz gave me his bed where he sleeps. I slept on Jessy Jagz's bed. I could never forget that, man. Like, I think he went to go and sleep on the floor somewhere, man. I slept on his bed, snored away because I had eaten and I had drank. So I just like, it was lovely, man. Woke up in the morning, you know, said our goodbyes and everything. Next thing you know, these guys came to Lagos and took over. They literally took over the whole music industry in Nigeria. It's a good thing when you have people, you know, you hung with, you know, they just gisted, you just bonded with. It was not even on a hip-hop tip. It was just like, yeah, comrade, you know, colleague in the industry, you know. And it was really cool to see these boys do their thing. In the video for Spazmodic, Jessy Jagz was in the video. Henchman was in the video. Who else was in the video? There was this Enzo. She later joined Question Mark. I think she was part of Question Mark. Enzo was in the video. AT was in the video. And of course, me and Terry were there. Then MI comes when we finished the video shoot. J-Vox 2 was in the video. MI comes when the video shoot was over, and then I was like, no. Since MI is such a cool guy, man, jump on that tractor. There's a tractor, an old tractor. Jump on that tractor. Let's just take a shot, slow motion. You nodding your head, and you know they made it work. So everybody, we managed to fit everybody in that video. And if you want to watch the video, it's on YouTube. Just Terry the Rap Man featuring Modenine, Spazmodic. You can go watch it again, man. It was fun doing that video, and then I think I almost smashed my phone after the video shoot because I got a call from Lagos. It was question mark and everything, you know. At that time, a Pluribus Unum was just gonna drop in 2007, yeah. So I think they called me with some, you know, some stupid news or something like that. So I got really pissed, and you know, when you're so angry, I just threw my phone. I threw my phone, but luckily it was just sand. I just went to go and retrieve my phone. Hold up, I'm not beefing my phone. Hold up. But I got back to Lagos and everything panned out. We sorted all the issues out. You know, I wished things were done the right way because Question Mark was a talented bunch of artists. They had really talented artists. You know, we had Nenna, we had Street Monks, we had Silver Sadi. Silver Sadi was a special person. Silver Sadi was special. I'll tell you how special Silver Sadi was. We had a show in Benin, right? And everybody knows, because when I was signed to Question Mark, we were always doing shows in Benin. We were always going to Benin. Sometimes we won't even have shows in Benin. Me and Kevin will just ride in his car, in his Jeep. We'll just go to Benin, go hang out in Benin, which was cool. But this time we had a show in Benin, and you know, my people in Benin, they love hardcore raga. At that time, you go to some joints, local joints in Benin, and they'll be playing Sizzler. Old Mama selling akbeteshi and kain will be playing Sizzler. So we went to Benin, and they really love their hardcore raga and their hard raps. I met guys in Benin say, oh boy, now only rap hard one. We had like a bar. We then live for 3 days. Now hard rap we like for here. And then they were not really leaning towards R&B like that. And you know, Silver's an R&B singer. So we went there, did our rehearsals and everything. I think I kind of got there late. I got there after everybody. I did my little rehearsal. Like when we're doing rehearsals, right? To me, it's a mic check. Mic check is different from rehearsal, right? So I just goes there, right? And jump on stage, play the song. I check the mic. I tell the engineer, is this going to be the level of the mic when we perform later this night? And he goes, yes. Okay, keep this setting. I want the mic like this. Okay, it's loud enough. I do like half a verse of each track I want to perform, and that's it. But guess what they made? They made the other people perform their whole songs like they were performing to a crowd. They were rehearsing. I was doing sound check. For real. It was just a crazy time to me. Like, man, I was already doing stuff. To be fair, Rough Man 2 had been doing it for a long time, but for some strange reason, Street Monks were getting kicked around for some strange reason. I think it was because T-Bass was a little bit timid. And if it was Rough Man alone, I think situation would have been different. But hey, at the show, Nenna performs, and just because she's a lady, okay, she has the African vibe in some of her songs, they were like, okay. And then Benin people are crazy. Guess what happened in Benin? Ladies and gentlemen, now, one of the best R&B singers in Nigeria, Silver Sadi. And Silver goes, ooh, baby, ooh. You know how R&B singers do that? Like he's on the way to the stage, dude. Ooh, baby, yeah. And then one babe, one hardcore Benin babe from nowhere just said, oh boy, leave that story. We don't want to hear woo, ha for you. Oh boy, see laugh. But guess what? Why I say Silver's a professional? When he got on stage and he sang, people kept quiet. Then after they started clapping, because Silver killed the show. Yes, indeed, Silver murdered it. Standing ovation. And on that note, it's a wrap. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.